28-year-old Bryan Kohberger in his first court appearance, a man accused of a quadruple murder.
And the maximum penalty for that offense, if you plead guilty or are found guilty, is death and/or imprisonment for life. Do you understand?
Yes.
He showed no emotion, there was no plea and no bail. It was on November the 13th that the most gruesome of discoveries was made at this home on King Road, Moscow, Idaho. 4 young students from the local university stabbed to death. Maddie Mogan, Zana Kamodal, Kaylee Gonsalves and Ethan Chapin. It had been a typical Saturday night for them. 2 of the victims had been at a bar, the other 2 at a party. They'd come home here to the house. Police believe they were murdered sometime after 4 a.m.
Investigators searched for a suspect and the murder weapon.
For weeks, publicly at least, investigators said they had no leads. It was a case that dominated the news with no clues, no weapon, no suspect. Now an unsealed legal document reveals that they did have evidence. They had part of a murder weapon. They had DNA and a suspect. The document, the justification for the arrest which would come eventually, shows that a tan leather knife sheath was found lying on the bed. A surviving housemate saw an intruder, a figure clad in black and a mask. Security cameras picked up voices or a whimper, followed by a loud thud. A car was seen and tracked by its license plate. Multiple sightings of suspect vehicle 1. Behind the scenes, cross-referencing of records provided a phone number. The handset was tracked, proving, say police, the suspect's proximity. DNA was recovered from the trash of the suspect's family home in Pennsylvania. It provided a link with DNA on the knife sheath. A breakthrough, investigators believed. And on December the 30th, the suspect was arrested on the other side of the country from the murders he's alleged to have committed.
Is this your car? Okay, cool.
It turned out he'd been stopped by traffic police as he'd driven from west to east with his father. Investigators were closing in on him. Outside court, a brief statement on behalf of the families.
It's obviously an emotional time for the family, seeing the defendant for the first time. This is the beginning of the criminal justice system, and the family will be here for the long haul.
Bryan Kohberger will appear again and enter a plea on January the 12th. Mark Stone, Sky News.